I fell and lost to the war, shot me dead. I was lost and sad to the voices in my head.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Jungle Naps here. So today's video is going to be about the Modern Renaissance palette that I have here. And I did a tutorial on this. I'll link my review of the palette up above. So I'm really proud of myself because I put on false lashes for the first time and I think they look pretty damn good. And so also I do have my giveaway still going on. So check the description box for details. It does go on through July 15th and the winner will be announced July 16th on my Snapchat. And of course I'll be contacting the winner via email. So without any further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this and let's get started. Okay you guys, so first off I'm going to start by applying some primer to my eyelids. I'm using my favorite one, the Smashbox 24-hour primer, eye primer. Yes, I like sing the praises of this thing all the time. It's just so amazing at making sure that my eyeshadow doesn't crease. So next up I'm going to dip into the color Raw Sienna, and this is just going to be like my base color. So basically my eyeshadow doesn't feel tacky when I put it on top of this primer. And basically, as you guys can see, this is just like the same color as my skin tone. So next I'm gonna dip into the color Buon Fresco, and this is gonna be my transition color. It's kind of like a light lilac color, but it looks so gorgeous on the skin. And then when I get to the outer part, I'm just gonna like flick it out like this. I feel like it helps to give my eye more of like an open look. So now for the actual main color, I'm gonna go ahead and use Warm Taupe here. And it's a pretty neutral color. I mean, just a tad bit darker than my skin tone, but it looks really nice with the transition color. Okay, now I'm going in with Red Ochre, and I'm using just like a normal fluffy blending brush, and I'm gonna go in from the outer and then go in towards the middle part of my eyelid. Okay, so for the final color, I'm taking Antique Bronze and putting it on the outer part. And I'm also gonna use my fluffy blending brush. I believe this is the Sephora Pro blending brush, number 27. So there is quite a bit of fallout with this palette, but you just need to make sure that you tap off any excess and it should be pretty good. Okay, so I always find the trick to doing this is making sure you're resting your elbow on a table or a solid surface as you do this. And I'm gonna try to keep my head above so you guys can see, but I have a habit of dipping it down low. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add lashes. I'm using the e.l.f. Lash Kit. And these are more natural lashes. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to use my favorite one. It's the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Primer. So I really love this Skin Glowing Balm by the Estee Edit. This is like such a great foundation. What it does is it just goes on and it looks literally like it's your natural skin. And it does have buildable coverage, but since I don't really have too much I'm trying to cover up, I'm going for this because it's like the best thing for the summer. Next, I'm going in with Armand from NARS. So next, I'm going to be setting with my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And what I do is I just take it and I dump it in this the cap here. And then what I do is with my Beauty Blender, I just go in and I blot it. And it just looks, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's this translucent setting powder there. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go over where I put concealer. So yes, I know it looks ridiculous. But it's really great for preventing the under eye creasing. And if you don't have dry skin, then it won't really like make you look cakey. So I only keep this on for like a few minutes because I don't want to be overly cakey. And then I just brush it off and then I go in with my bronzer. So now that I've dusted that off and I've kind of set in my concealer, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. And I'm using the collaboration by Tarte and MakeupShayla, as you guys can see right here. And I'm gonna be going in with this lighter highlight shade. I know it looks kind of light on camera, but it's like perfect for my skin tone. So I'm using my MAC 135 brush, dusting it on there. Let's go in. Okay, so next I'm going in with the highlighter shade. I'm gonna go in with the brightest one over here. And I'm using a stippling brush. And I'm patting it off here. And then just going in nice and light on that highlight. So I'm actually going to layer highlights today. And this is just the first layer. And then I'm going in with the same blush from this palette too. Okay, so before we do anything else, I'm gonna jump and skip over to the lipstick of the day. So I'll be back, I'm gonna go grab it, coming right back. So I kind of have an obsession with nude lipsticks now, or my kind of nude. This is like more of a darker one. This is the NYX High Voltage in the color HVLS12. Oh, okay, in the color Dirty Talk. And I just feel like it sits really nicely on the lips. It goes on so smooth. If you guys are interested in trying it out, definitely check out the NYX High Voltage lipsticks. Okay, so remember when I told you that I was gonna layer on my highlighters? So this is the first step. First, I take my MAC Fix Plus and I'm gonna spray it all over my face, making sure that you cover that highlighter area. And then we're gonna let it almost dry. So when it's almost dry, then we're gonna go in and we're gonna apply that highlighter. Okay, so that's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. By the way, this is my first time ever putting on falsies and I love it. I'm addicted. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Look into my eyes, my heart beats like a drum. You listen to my lies. Love is far to come. Your love is far. Running at the speed of light, kissing and receding.